bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
May the light keep you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Speedy rune of haste.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Splinters of mine.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It was your own damn fault, men.
My
Dire's
horses
middle tower
neigh,
is under attack.
so do I.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You should have
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Triple kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
It's each other.
Yeah, he's flying on the farm so far. Spectre is just going for the Radiant, so Gabby's not really going to be a big part of this game for a while. And worrying for TNC, looking over at the net worth graph and seeing the net worth chart, seeing Armel towards the middle, KP towards the middle. I like their late game, but the early to mid game definitely looking really good for Neon, and they're going to try and push up the pace as they come looking for a dive at bottom.
He's got that supernova, but it's just so bad at the first level that it basically become food.
Yeah, the Snapfire's got the point and Little Shredder ready to go, so
Radiant's bottom tower is under
really not
attack.
going to be all that useful.
Radiant structures are
Now-
fortified.
I might be mistaken, but do you really feel like this is the situation where Gabby should be going for 5 health regen over 5 stats?
Dire's top tower is under
His talent?
attack. Radiant's
I don't know.
bottom tower is
If he's
under
going to be
attack.
sitting in the jungle this long, sure, it's good to be able to just stay there and be regenning up. You don't have to spend too much on regen or go back or let your necrobooks tank up too much of the damage, but surely you just want to be killing things faster, right?
And Neon just running at them again at the top. Armel goes with the Dragon Tail out, marches here, waiting for a good opportunity to supernova, perhaps. Needs a good positioning for it as well. They are just going to get the jump onto the Dragon Knight. Here comes the Scythe, looking for the turnaround. That is play hard dead. Armel still tanking dudes, and they get another Dragon Tail onto the anti-mid. March trying to burn him down. Good follow-ups done from Tim's. Here comes the supernova. Great teamfight execution from TNC. Unfortunately, the Snapfire is there, but pays with her life to find that kill. Dragon Knight not dead yet. Raging Potato trying to finish him off, getting chain stunned by Tim. Armel just needs to dodge the swashbuckle. He only gets caught by half of it, and he's still very tanky with his 4 points up in the Dragon's Blood. KP wishing that he had another Death Pulse. Raging Potato just going ham here. They will finally bring down Armel, but Raging Potato dies underneath the tower. Yopaj does get the drive-by cleanup kill. on the Dragon Knight, but still very nice for TNC overall.
Absolutely. I don't think it could have gone in a much more ideal outcome for them. You know, Gabby getting all of that experience using the first haunt to perfect execution, and suddenly he's only 1,400 gold away from that Sacred Relic. So suddenly the passive gameplay isn't at all.
Yeah, I think it would have looked okay if the anti-mage had maybe survived, but a little bit too many stuns and a little bit too low on the survivability. Fortunately, is Skem, so he's going to quickly grab this Battle Fury in a second. Though getting slowed down like that on the anti-mage does hurt a lot, right? His game hasn't even really started.
Yeah. I mean,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Does he have his Battle Fury now coming out to him? Or?
It's coming out right now, but
yeah.
Not the fastest timing, really. It's going to get delivered by like close to 16, even though he had a really good start. So.
And the Queen of Pain as well. I think that was a 4-man Sonic Wave and a 4-man Scream of Pain. It wasn't quite level 12 just yet, so it didn't get that extra little bit of damage that was needed to perhaps finish off some of these heroes a little bit earlier. I mean, we've seen it in the Queen of Pains all throughout today. They've been playing really well. It's such a strong hero at all stages, but just not enough to be able to look around for their team.
Yeah, the Clock seems to be having such consistent impact. Does feel kind of similar to the Ember in a lot of ways. Just almost no matter what, you pick it up early and it's going to have a pretty good game. Armel does have his Blink now, so able to maybe start a little bit of anti-mage hunting perhaps. And Tim's actually surviving. I think he was the second biggest gold gain off of that previous fight. So he's actually getting pretty close to a Meteor Hammer here.
Okay. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I like it. Now you can see Skem looking to accelerate his farm a fair amount. He took, I believe it was a double stack, the Dire Ancients, and now he's just taking his space in the Radiant jungle. They've got a nice deep ward here. He's just going to look to take advantage of that Dire side advantage.
Yep, just gonna keep on farming up over here. Yep, playing pretty far up a bit. They actually try and punish Gabby on the other side. Here comes the Mortimer's Kisses with some great chain stun. Could not make his way out of that one, and did they even have vision there, or how did they know that the Spectre was in that camp?
How long has he been there? Did he just come from the Radiant side? Maybe this
I'm not sure.
That was right in front of Roche Pit?
Yeah, he may have like come in this way or something, but that was a really nice play. They kind of fake being behind the Quap. So they show for a little bit, back up smoke, and then just go gank the Spectre. Looking to dive in here, but March has a dive of his own.
Really loving this movement from Neon as well. They're just keeping the aggression up, making sure Anti-Mage has a ton of space to farm, and in the space of 2 minutes, he's gone from 3rd on net worth to 1st.
Tim is going to be able to get the Spiked Carapace off in a second, still living. Not quite enough damage. Neon did have the Sonic Wave available, but don't want to just use it for a support in this situation. Anti-Mage finds the Philosopher's Stone. Not going to be very happy with that, but one of his supports will be pretty glad to get their hands on that. And AM has taken his rightful place as #1 on the net worth, though. Gabby getting pretty close to the Radiant, though his farm is also going to start to accelerate after that.
Philosopher's Stone coming out. Quap just keeping the Keen Optic for now. Not wanting to hold on to the Grove Bow just yet. Could be a great option for him. Clumsy Net too is just a fantastic item. You know, a lot of people just look at the active, but...
Oh, here we go. The Spiked Carapace play. Stun. Meteor Hammer. Dragon Tail. It's so much for Sam. Oh, Snapbar wanted to help out, but now Gabby's hot on his heels. They do have the cookie to get down into the river, but I think TNC continue the chase. Blink Dagger in 1 second's time. Armel cuts off the retreat path, follow it up with a Tim stun, and hand that kill straight to your Spectre.
I mean, there's the danger of going this Battle Fury build when you're up against a Nyx Assassin, right? It just was that ganking potential.
Do you think there are any viable, like, alternative anti-mage builds? Or do you just have to go Battle Fury every game? I've seen some people do some weird, like, Maelstrom Echo Saber kind of stuff. It never looks good. It never quite works.
I don't know about the Echo Saber, but I've seen the Maelstroms before. But yeah, it's just, it feels a little off.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you just go no Battle Fury and you're just hyper aggressive with it.
Right. But then you're just gonna fall off, right? It's
Yeah.
the whole point of this hero is abuse Blink, get 5 items faster than almost anybody else, and then just win the game. Oh. Armel dead deep on the Radiant side of the map.
Yeah,
Getting
look at all their
Sonic Wave
vision.
down.
Oh, they know Tim's is here as well, I think. He's kind of just walking around, and it is Dire that controls both of the outposts. So I think they've taken every single outpost this game, right? They took the 10-minute ones as well.
Yeah, they're just a little bit too late on the northwest outpost. Tims did manage to yoink both of the bounties on the bottom side, so... And he's gonna get a quick courier kill.
Okay.
He's gonna go for the courier kill and the TP out. So he makes the best of a bad situation there.
Yeah. Small victories. Radiance is up though on Gabby, level 15 as well, so he's going to be able to spam out that Spectral Dagger, and just makes it even more potent having that Necro Book for the extra 3 mana regen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What these deep wards have enabled. You've got Queen of Pain ready to try and make something happen again. Not quite sure about it though. Still a minute left on the Sonic Wave cooldown. I think pushing this wave in should be perfectly sufficient.
Man, the triple sentry from TNC. They're like, we know that there was some vision here somewhere. We just have to figure out where it is. You know, Armel can rest easy at night knowing that those would be warded now. Build-wise for the Queen of Pain, what are we thinking? He's going for the BKB next. Is this a, like, more right-click kind of situation? Do we see an AC kind of after that? Or is he more utility? Well, what are you hoping to see? Trouble for this Necrophos. He does have the Yules. Waiting out the Rolling Thunder for a second. Hasn't used just yet. And now the immediate cancel on the Mortimer's Kisses. So no more follow-up damage from that. Gabby's in here with the Radiance. Where's the damage coming from? Scam does pop the Mono Void off to March. He won't be able to get off the egg. That Meteor Hammer connecting onto nothing. And Armel just getting ticked down. The Scythe coming through, but Scam shrugs it off. Absolutely no problem. Gabby trapped in the middle of everybody. Sonic Wave still there. Out comes the clumsy net. Play hard, taking a little bit of damage off of Gabby. They need to finish off the Spectre. KP pumping him with some heals. Tim's doing his best with the Spike Carapace to buy a little bit more space. The supports are extremely low, but Raging Potato wants more. So does Yopaj. Scream finds another kill, and that is a 4-0 in favor of Neon.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic team fight once more by Neon, just baiting it out that little bit extra, getting the early pickoffs, and I think despite some good work coming through from Tims, it's just not enough to stop this endless juggernaut coming through onto them. I think the BKB is a fine pick to go early on, and probably transitioning into something a bit more tempo-y, a bit more control-y, just because you're enabling your anti-mage, of course, to be able to carry you a bit later on into the game.
Oh, Scam is
Silver Edge.
this seems like a really big bait to me. I don't think this is it, personally. Like, just get a Scotty, or just get the Abyssal Blade. Like, I don't think you need Silver Edge to kill Spectre this game.
Trying.
And I mean, sure, it's like, okay, all right, thank you, Scam. Please just queue up the Scotty. We do not need to see a Silver Edge anti-mage. Well, once again, the Snapfire getting caught out. Not having the most fun this game, especially with the next assassin prowling around.
Unfortunate. Tims, he's scouting it out a little bit again. He's trying to find this anti-mage, and no ancient camp, so
is under attack.
has to be a reason for that.
Hey, he comes in and blocks it, actually. So. Yeah. Just try and shut down a little bit of the farm. I think TNC maybe feeling content to just have a core parked in each lane and just keep on farming. I really think that is kind of the point of this lineup, is just to have the full tricore and just try and scale into the late game. Though for now they're pretty behind. 6k the net worth advantage, almost a 15k experience lead, and the win probability sitting pretty handily over on Neon's side as a double damage spawning up outside of
Dire's
Roshan.
bottom tower is under attack.
Seems like Neon
Scanning.
wanting to make use of that. There is some Radiant Vision in the area. But
That
this is gonna
tag
drop
team
pretty
doing
quickly.
work.
Yes, and well, the tag team plus the disarm minus armor. Actually bringing this down very quickly. Raging Potato going to swashbuckle out. Just try and hold him here using the rolling thunder. He's controlling action. Armel jumped in. Gabby does actually have the Aegis. So he's going to be coming back for round number 2, but they don't have a Dragon Knight anymore. Yopaj with the Sonic Wave making quick work of Tim's. Out comes the Mortimer's Kisses, knowing that the Nyx Assassin is dead. Finally, he gets to do something with it. Where is the Spectre? He's kind of caught on the backlines. The Scythe not even going to kill Raging Potato. He's got the Hood, so he's going to be fine. KP now just going to get chased down by Scam, and even though they got the Aegis, I think everyone is just dead here on the side of TNC. Yeah. KP brought down, and that is, what, 6 for nothing?
Yeah, it is 6 for nothing, and more importantly, in the middle of that team fight, Scam was basically nowhere to be seen. He was chasing a Phoenix off and didn't have enough mana to even use the Supernova because of how much attention was being paid to him.
Right, and I think the only damage that anybody took that fight really was just dispersion, like Haunt, and maybe a Death Pulse or 2.
And the Radiance tick.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, it has to be said, they played amazingly around these choke points, right? Ice shards right up onto the top of the stairs, making sure there was nowhere you can go, and then it was just chain stun from start to finish with the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, so did Armel jump into the pit as well and just died there? Was that the...
Not what I saw. I think he was fighting around the top of the stairs, but...
okay. I must have just... I think it was only Gabby who went into the pit, but... Even with the steal on the Aegis, and it didn't even get the last hit. So yeah. All they did was pick up the Aegis, and then their entire team died.
Yeah, and they've gone for this, like we were saying before, this pretty tanky build, but it's really playing for this late game, right? Like, you can have a lot of health, but if they've got plenty of ways to deal with it.
Just jumps straight in on top of March. Supernova comes out. All right, there's a Yules. Yopaj just blinks in with the BKB as well to finish it up. You get some stuns going. Tim's looking for the Meteor Hammer. He just gets popped by the Sonic Wave. Neon are in and ready to go. They've got some very mobile cores. Raging Potato trying to catch up. Does throw out the Rolling Thunder. Scam just sieging onto the tier 3. Coming in, break, silence. They do have the Haunt, looking for the backlines is Gabby, but the supports are pretty tanky, not really too much of a problem. The Snowball not going to be enough to save, he still gets scythed down. Oh, Play Hard tried. Well, Scam dead for 110 seconds. The See You Later Nerds feeling very appropriate here. Raging Potato does have a swashbuckle and an attempted TP. The Dragon Tail is off cooldown, but Armel didn't quite have the pathing.
That was very deep, it has to be said.
Yeah.
Quite respecting the power of this Reaper Scythe. You know, you can be tanky as all hell, finishing up the Scotty, but that is percentage-based damage. Percentage-based. Per HP,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's basically. Yeah, that was a bit of a dive, and against a lineup that is pretty scary to be diving against like this. You really gotta keep the discipline going. See, Yopaj jumping in. Tim's the first focus. Yopaj with the BKB, able to just stand here and hit. KP with the defensive Ghost Shroud. Trouble for Armel. This is a perfect chain stun location. No? Raging Potato dropping the ball a little bit, so Armel does get the BKB off and surviving for a little bit longer. They're just going to go for March instead. He does have the dive. Clumsy is chasing after him. Got him. And now dead to the auto attacks. Yopaj beyond godlike. And all this with the Anti-Mage still... Anti-Mage is still dead for 30 seconds. Scam's having a real timeout to think about what he's done. Yeah, I mean, I guess they realize, right, there's nothing really that they're going to, even without this animation, not really going to die without Haunts, without Reaper's Scythe. So they're not really too concerned, and then of course the Phoenix is still yet to reach level 12, so that egg is paper. Armel's got the Aghanim Scepter queued up here. I don't know about this. It gives you a lot, but it's not really like specialized in any way. I guess it looks really good in a game where maybe you can get away with building like SNY Ags instead of a BKB. But I don't know. We'll see. You might end up having to change the the plan. I think I would even prefer like an AC or something here.
Oh man, that's handy. Having the repair kit as well, just picked up from the farm from the Spectre, so if they wanted to, they can heal up this tier 3 tower. They're keen to try and make something happen here around the 30-minute mark.
Tim scouts them. Armel needs to be the first one to follow it up. They do get the sound under the tuck, but here comes the Rolling Thunder. Armel not really getting the jump that he was hoping for. He's still got the BKB, so the Mortimer's Kiss is not going to be too much of a problem. Gabby still focusing onto that Snapfire first and foremost. Snowball is going to buy them a little bit more time. Play hard, resetting. Gabby claims the first kill. Yopaj, he's got his BKB and Skems looking for this angle. Raging
they found Yopaj.
Stuck in the middle of everything. They do manage to get the Supernova out. Here comes the Reaper Scythe. They will finish off the egg. Skem finally coming in, looking for the scythe, but it's only onto Gabby. It's not all that much damage. He needs to blink and reset. Play hard, also trying to commit to find this Spectre kill. But everybody on TNC playing as a unit, playing defensively, and they will clean up this fight. That was even a buyback on the Snapfire.
Yeah, so slowly but surely things going in a bit more favor of TNC's side, that we're starting to creep a little bit closer towards parity. I think the big difference there was Yopaj. It really didn't feel like he had too much of an impact, right? He didn't use his Sonic Wave at all, and controlled up really well just by the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, that is kind of the problem. If you get caught by the first stun from the Nyx, then Tim's is just going to chain stun you into oblivion. Like
he was forced to pop his BKB really early just to make sure he didn't get Meteor Hammer followed up and die.
Yeah. Well, with that, TNC buy themselves some more time. They keep on farming. Yopaj has picked up the Shivas here. I'm going to be going for a Lincoln's next.
Mind it?
Top tower is under
Is the Shiva's good here?
I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, you just think about what other sorts of items could you really be going to get even more of an impact. Like, who could you really lock down? KP hasn't been able to pick up any sort of spell immunity just yet, right? So maybe something like finishing up a Bloodthorn would be quite helpful to have.
Yeah, I could still easily see him like just going for an AC instead of the Shivas or something. I do think they're the team like on a little bit of a timer. So, you know, tanking up your anti-mage, giving you more ways to siege.
Oh, here we go. DD top. I wonder if they're going to see it. Scam does.
Scam wants it, but gotta be careful with these blinks. TNC are in the neighborhood. The Haunt is available as well. Play hard with the blink initiation. They're going the Dragon Knight first. He gets up the ultimate. He gets up the BKB. They get the Yules onto the AM. He does have his 10-second BKB. He's looking for the focus of the KP, but the Ghost Strike comes out. And the stun from Tim's. Nicely done by Raging Potato. They're breaking up this fight. Yopaj finds the Phoenix. So March is dead. Gabby jumping around. They will end up losing the Dragon Knight. This time around, the Quap having the impact, and KP gonna get chased even further in here. Skem has already used the ulti, but looking like KP won't be able to escape. He gets brought down, and Neon this time around a much more structured jump, getting the damage on the right targets, and nobody getting locked down as those BKBs come out.
Oh yeah, now they've also got the counterspell additional magic resist on this anti-mage, so even if you're able to get off a Reaper Scythe, it's not going to be quite as effective.
Yeah, well, level 25 in 30 minutes. With the anti-mage things. Spectre getting run at now. Let's have the Manta buyback from the Necrophage just to try and help out a little bit as the repair kit trying to undo the damage that was just done to their mid tier 3. So nothing gonna help them with this bottom lane of Rax. There is still a ranged Rax standing, but Neon just heads straight out to the pit, check things out there, and then back to farming for a second.
Yeah. Man, I love me some March, I love me some Korean Dota, but where are the Supernovas? That's what I gotta know. It just feels like he's not having too much of a presence at all in these team fights, and you know, it's the definition of insanity to be positioning yourself in the same sort of way each time. It's getting to the point where you literally need to just stay in the base and try and make a bit of an impact later on into the team fight.
I think he keeps trying to just like hang back and be in a patch of fog, but it seems like the Quap is just got his number pretty much. Yeah, they're jumping him really aggressively, and I think he hasn't quite adjusted for that. KP, did he buy back? He did. Yeah, he did. This is big trouble. Raging Potato actually pushes him out of the ice shards. He does get the Yules off. Scam's just waiting for him with the Mono Void. Doesn't even need to use it. Able to jump forward onto the next. March can't get anything off here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well,
I'm
Radiant's
gonna need an egg.
Where's your deny pick now? TNC.
I mean, they're denying themselves an ultimate, you know?
Yeah. Gabby pushing out bottom. Neon just straight into the pit with the lucky shot, and the tag team bring this down very quickly. Scam. We talked about the counterspell magic resistance preventing him from getting scythed well, and Aegis is certainly going to help with that. And we have another pause.
Bit of a different scenario for this one, at least, when it was used in the game, in the context.
Yeah, a bit more of a chill pause.
Posture check, hydration check. We're good to go. They're back into it. 35 minutes, and bounty's coming up.
Roshan has fallen to the ground.
But now a 22k net worth lead, 30k experience, win probability 92%. We all know it. Dota Plus has a soft spot for Spectre. I think if not for that, then could be a very different situation. Armel and Tim's trying to tank the gank a little bit on their spec down here. You get the stun on the Raging Potato, but he's pretty tanky. Tim's looking for the follow stun, but great snowball save coming in from Playhard, and now Armel just gonna have to try and run for it. His BKB already running out. And Neon, they've got him dead. Can they find any more is the question. Gabby trying to deploy the Manta and these Necrobooks to hold the wave a little bit longer, as he now TP's top, just needs to buy 60 seconds to get their Dragon Knight back up. Alright, grabbing a Vanguard quickly.
So the Abyssal, he doesn't have a TP on himself though, so needs to be a little bit careful. Obviously he's got the Horn, that he can join the team fight in that way, but you want to have your Abyssal if you're taking this fight like that.
Yeah, his courier's dead actually, so there's no like speed burst the courier out here to get your Abyssal. It's a little
Having to
worrying.
just run back to base.
Middle tower is under attack.
Man, the courier being dead is actually such a big deal here.
Yeah, and he's still 100 gold short as well. I
Fortified.
mean, he's probably going to get it up top here with the Radiance Burn and the Illusions, but too late.
Helping out a little bit here as Skem goes to work with his Orb of Destruction.
I was about to say they're not going to finish off.
They got double catapults. That's an issue.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top
Alright.
tower is
Well,
falling.
dual Abyssals coming out.
Yep, and there's a Lotus as well in the mix, so keep your eyes
Radiant's
peeled for that.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Top wave being pushed in pretty far, but Yopai just goes and cuts a couple of creep waves over at top, deals with that pressure very quickly, and oh, TNC smoking outside of the base. Not the place for them to take a fight necessarily. They get immediately onto KP. Monoboy doesn't finish him off, but the auto attacks do in the backlines. Gabby and Armel looking for the jump, but the snowball save is there once again, buying the space. 3 already dead on the side of TNC. Gabby versus the world. Armel trying to fight with his BKB. They're just hiding this Spectre. Yokai puts him down with the Sonic Wave. Double kill for him, even pushing the Dragon Knight up onto the cliff. They follow him up there, finish him off, and the GG is called.
Eventually reaching that 100% win probability. I wonder if it just changes to that when GG is called. But anyway, 34k net worth lead, and it just felt like this Phoenix really wasn't too much of a hero. You know, we saw a couple of Fire Spirits come out. Sunray kind of, but the Supernova just was not a presence at all. And at the start of these team fights, it was KP being picked off over and over. Really, the only chance they had to come back into the game was one